Hey, welcome. I'm Lorelei of Namasturm Yoga. This is going to be a standing pose flow practice. We're going to start sitting, but we're really just going to be here for a minute, maybe. Go ahead and take your legs to cross, take your hands to your knees, roll your shoulders back, let your head just float on top of your neck. Close your eyes and tune into the breath. Give yourself this brief moment to transition to your practice. Set an intention for your practice. And then adding in the Ujjayi breath. We're going to be following the breath throughout the practice today. So we'll be moving with it and using the breath to help transition. But even when we're holding poses, we want to try to keep connected to the breathing. Let the back of the throat narrow, create a little rushing whisper sound so you can listen to it as you go. Let's come to tabletop. So moving to hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to start our flow with some cat-cow stretches, really simple, basic. Head and tail lift, chest and belly drop for cow. Arch the spine for cat. Following your breath. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat pose. Notice every part of your spine, including that upper back area, which we sometimes forget how mobile we can be in there. We're going to add on to our flow here. So we'll continue to have cow pose here, and then as you exhale, drop your hips to your heels for child's pose. Inhale back up to cow, and then this time we're going to tuck toes, lift knees and hips, and come to down dog. From down dog, we're going to go to plank. So you may need to adjust your hands here, shoulders over wrists, and then from plank, child's pose. So knees back to the floor, hips to heels. And let's continue our flow through these four poses. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, child's pose. Keep flowing. Follow the pace of your breath. Your pace may not match mine, and that is fine, but try to match your own pace consistently throughout the practice as best you can. And then the next time you get to plank, let's hold plank. Shoulders over wrists, really engaging the abdominals. Make any small alignment adjustments you need to here so it becomes a strong, stable pose. And then lowering down, maybe chaturanga, or you can take knees to the floor, bending the elbows to lower the chest down between the hands. And then inhale, let's just start with a baby cobra, heart up but legs relaxed, no weight into the hands, elbows by the sides. We want to use the same form as we move into full cobra, so you can press up into that now if you'd like to, but keep the elbows by the sides, the shoulders away from the ears, and the heart forward. And then from cobra, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips, and downward facing dog. Give yourself a little time to work into this down dog now that we're holding it here. Bend one knee, let the opposite leg straighten, and then maybe switch. And if you're not feeling warmed up enough yet, you can always take a little more time with some of these opening wake up stretches. But we're going to go into sun A's in a moment, and that really is going to get everything flowing and warmed up together. Look to the front of the mat, step, walk, or hop the feet forward. And let's just hang in a standing forward fold for a moment with the knees really soft. You can dangle your upper body, sway if you like, nod or shake the head a little bit. Maybe grab your elbows here. And then release the elbows if you got them. Walk the feet together. Big toes touch. Heels slightly apart. And we're going to just roll on up to standing. Shoulders back and down. Heart up and forward. Strong legs, long spine. Engage your muscles. Reach the arms out and up. Inhale. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Just take a moment once again to check in. Maybe take one breath here before we begin. And then when you're ready, inhale, reach arms. Again, out and up. Exhale, take a long forward fold over the legs to Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, step to plank, lowering down, chaturanga or knees to the floor. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and exhale, hold in down dog. So the vinyasas, which we'll continue to do throughout the practice, you can make them more challenging by doing chaturanga, up dog, or even adding in a push-up. You can modify them by taking knees to the floor and sticking with cobra, which you may see me doing today just because I've got a shoulder that's given me a little trouble with the shift through from chaturanga to up dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step walk or hop the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Press the feet, reverse swan dive. Come on up. And exhale, palms together in front of the heart. And let's just keep it going. We'll do a couple more of these before we really get into our standing poses. High to low plank. Maybe chaturanga. You can come all the way down if you need to transition to cobra. But I know some of you might be doing chaturanga straight to up dog. Just one inhale in this down dog, and then exhale, step, walk, or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse the swan dive. And keep it flowing. Follow the pace of your own breath here. If you've been practicing yoga, Sun A's should be very familiar. The sequence is the same and use it in a lot of different practices, so it starts to feel almost meditative just to go through it without having to think too much. Let's carry on to the next downward dog we reach. Take a breath or two in down dog if you need it. And then from here, we're going to take down dog split. So we're going to take the right leg into the air, but try to keep the hip nice and square. Push through the hands, reach through the heel. Look forward between your hands. Step the right foot all the way up. Let's take crescent pose. Front knee over ankle. Float on up. Find your balance. Strengthen up that back leg as you lunge deeper into the front knee. And we'll take this to a nice easy twist. So plant your left hand inside the right foot. Take the right arm up, twist. Keep your right knee stacked right above that ankle. And breathe. And then floating back up into crescent, we're just going to change sides. So we're going to pivot on the feet. And we're going to do this a fair amount today just so we can get to both sides without having to take a vinyasa every time. Although there will be plenty of vinyasas still. Keep lunging into the front knee, reach through that back leg. And then plant your right hand down, take the left arm up, turn open. Stack the shoulders if you can, gaze up towards the top thumb. And then float back up. One more breath, crescent lunge, and vinyasa. So you may be facing what seems like the back of the mat now, but we're just going to mix it up a little bit. So front and back maybe doesn't matter so much. From down dog, let's take the left leg into the air. Square hips, so same thing, toes flex down. Press through the hands, move the heart back. Look forward, step your left foot forward, and this time warrior one. So pivot your back heel down, front knee is still over ankle, and just take a couple breaths here, finding your pose, getting the alignment. If you want, you can bring your palms together, look up toward your thumbs. So warrior one with the left leg forward, and then we're just gonna pivot on the feet to come to warrior one with the right leg forward. Back heel goes down, lunge into that front knee. Again, you could bring the palms together and look up if you like. And then hands to the floor, moving through vinyasa, make your way back to down dog. Take a resting breath. If you need child's pose, you can always move your knees to the floor in place of a down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Let's exhale, fold Uttanasana, and then we're gonna come to chair, Utkatasana. Feet together, knees over toes, reach the arms up, sink the hips down, and we're gonna move this to a twist. So taking the left arm outside of the right leg, press your right palm down into the bottom, turning the torso here. Knees should stay side by side. Now keeping all your weight on the right foot, see if you can step your left foot all the way back to a high lunge twist. Fly the arms open if you can. Reach through the back heel, lunge into the front knee, and then float up and stretch all the way back if you can. Maybe the right hand touching your left thigh. Keep lunging. And then we're gonna go from here to side plank on the left. So take the left hand down. We're basically coming back to the easy twist. Stack the right arm, roll to the outer edge of the left foot, and step the right foot back. Lift the hips, maybe lift the gaze towards your lifted thumb. Flex into the feet. And then turn to the floor, move through vinyasa to get back to down dog. Again, I'm modifying, but feel free to take chaturanga, up dog. Take it at your own pace. You can even skip the vinyasas if you need to. Inhale, look to the front of the mat. Exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Coming into chair, and we're gonna twist the other way. So I'm just gonna flip to the other end of my mat. You can continue to work whichever side of the mat makes most sense to you. Press your top palm into your bottom. So left into right. And then step the step the right foot back. So left foot stays forward, right foot goes back. High lunge twist. Fly the arms if you can. And float on up. Either extend the arms or see if you can reach all the way back. Keep lunging into the front knee, reaching through the back heel as you twist, maybe even looking at your back ankle. And then thinking about moving first to the easy twist on the right, and then to side plank on the right. Find as smooth and stable a transition as you can. Flex into the feet, lift the hips, maybe look up. And then turning back to the floor. Once again, vinyasa here. Resting breath if you need it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet. Half lift and fold. And then just coming right through chair pose, we're gonna go right back to Uttanasana and Vinyasa. So Utkatasana, Uttanasana, Ardha, and so on. You know the Vinyasa. And then from down dog, we're gonna take the right leg into the air. This time, go ahead and open the hip, bend the top knee, just this nice little variation of down dog splits. Point the knee to the sky for a moment. And then look forward, step the right foot forward. We're gonna step to warrior one first, inhale, and then we're gonna open to warrior two. So arms out at shoulder height, front heel and back arch line up, shoulders over hips. Give yourself just a little time to really get into this standing pose here. Virabhadrasana 2. And then this is a really easy transition. We keep facing the exact same way, but we just turn the feet. And then let the left knee bend and the right leg straighten out. The right toes turn in slightly. Warrior two, other side. Look over your left fingertips. And then we're just going to take one breath to reverse warrior back this way, and then hands to the floor, vinyasa. Other end of the mat again. And then we're going to go with the left leg up. So take that leg into the air, open the hip and bend the knee. Point the knee to the sky, heel to the hips. Look forward, step the left foot up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Now we're going to just add on. So we're going to reverse warrior on an inhale, and then let's take extended side angle. Forearm to the thigh, top arm overhead alongside the ear, creating a diagonal. Maybe look up under your arm towards your fingers. And then float back up, warrior two. Pivot the feet, reverse warrior, and extended side angle toward the right leg. Top arm overhead alongside the ear. Inhale, reverse warrior, stretch back. And hands to the floor, vinyasa. Take a breath in down dog, maybe two. And when you're ready to move on, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step walker, hop the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's come through chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, so same thing, vinyasa here. And then when you get to down dog, inhale the right leg up into the air. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. We're going to pivot the back heel down, straighten the front leg, right hand to the right ankle or shin, or back of the hand against it, opening to triangle, Trikonasana pose here. Strong feet, long sides of the torso. And then let's float up, and then between sides, we're actually going to take Prasarita Padottanasana. So parallel your feet, and with your hands on your waist, start to fold down. When you get about halfway, you can let your hands come to the floor, lean forward. Breathe. And then flowing back up. And we're going to turn the left toes open and the right toes slightly in, straight front leg, triangle, side two, Trikonasana. Taking about 5 breaths in each pose, but it may vary. So just a nice, good regular hold. Reverse that, stretch back, and then hands to the floor, vinyasa. just so we have enough time to spend in each pose. We really feel like we're getting there. Let's take the left leg into the air on an inhale. Exhale, step it forward between the hand, pivot the back heel down, straighten the front leg. Inhale, we're coming right back to triangle. So we were just here, but now we're gonna go to half moon pose. So maybe right hand comes to your hip. You can bend your left knee as you reach your left fingers to the floor, float the back leg up. Maybe that top arm goes up as well. Extending in all directions here, finding the balance. And then find your way back. So bend your front knee, step back long, straighten up that front leg. We're gonna do another variation on Prasarita. So parallel the feet. Take the hands behind the back, interlace your fingers. Shoulders back and down. Lead with the heart to fold. Maybe those arms reach up and over. Let the weight move forward toward the balls of your feet. Let your head hang. And then press the feet, rise back up, turn the right toes open, left toes in slightly, Trikonasana. Left hand to the hip, moving to half moon. So you'll need to bend your right knee just to help you move your right fingers far enough forward. Floating into it. Maybe the top arm goes up, extend. And then again, bend the front knee so you can really get that back foot to the back of the mat, but then straighten the front leg. Let's stretch back, reverse it, and hands to the floor. Once again, take your vinyasa if you want to, skip it if you'd prefer. A breath in down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Coming to chair pose one more time. Vinyasa here. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, Chaturanga. So on here. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward, and we're going to come to pyramid. So you might step the back foot in a little bit, and then folding over the left leg. Over the right leg. Try to keep the hips level, so if you're not certain, you can take your left hand to your hip. The fingers can come to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, you can certainly put like a block or something under your hands, and just let yourself fold in here. Now, we're going to come up about halfway so that we're trying to get our back flat. Bring your palms together in front of the heart, and we're going to float to warrior three. Let the back heel lift. Try to keep your front leg straight as you bring all the weight to the front leg, float the back leg up. Keep reaching the head forward. Leveling everything out with the floor. Keep your shoulder blades on your back and the neck long. And then step back, and maybe you can even keep both legs straight, and then we're going to pivot around and do the other side. So we're going to fold down into pyramid pose on the left. Although the front leg is straight, we don't necessarily want to lock the knee, so check in with that. Work the quadricep muscle more than this knee. Check in with your tailbone if you need to. And then coming up about halfway, you can even bring your hands to your waist if you want. Lengthen the spine and then palms together in front of the heart. See if you can keep your left leg straight and just shift all of your weight to it as you carefully float your right leg up. Warrior 3. And then step it back. Take the hands to the floor and find your way through a vinyasa back to down dog. Inhale, take the left leg up into the air. Exhale, step it forward. Lower your right knee down. And now we're going to take a low lunge here. So extend your back toes. The front knee is starting over the front ankle, but then as you sink your hips forward, it's going to be a deeper lunge in this front leg. Reach the arms up, lean back. You could take your hands behind your head if you like. Lean your head into your hands. And then this is optional, but if you would like to, you could bend your right knee behind you, reach back with your hand for the foot, and draw the heel towards your hip for a quad stretch. If that's too intense or if it hurts your back knee, just skip it. Stay with your low lunge. And then if you've got that back foot, let it go. Tuck the back toes under so you can lift your knee, and you can use your hands to help you if you want to as you walk around. And we're just, again, going to the other side. Pivoting around, take the left knee down. Make sure the right knee is starting off over the ankle. Extend your back toes. Sink the hips forward. Arms can go up if you like. You can interlock your fingers. Point the first fingers up. Let your arms move by your ears. But any arm variation that makes sense for you is okie dokie here. And then if you did on the first side, maybe giving yourself a chance to stretch that back quad a little bit. Heel into hip. And then, any arm variations. So you can do similar to doing like the pigeon version of this, take like a sort of a mermaid version. And then release, hands to the floor. And we're going to lower down. Take cobra, but then instead of down dog, let's just sink the hips to child's pose, lengthening out. And then let's come on up to the knees. We're going to do just one back bend here, so a little bit of camel pose, Ustrasana. Knees right under hips. You can tuck your toes if you like to bring the heels a little closer. Hands to your waist, chin in or head back. Take 5 to 7 breaths in this back bend here. If you're able to, you might choose to reach your heels, but if you can't, keep your hands on your low back. And if you feel like you want to extend the feet, certainly can. Support yourself to come on up. And let's drop to the left hip. So we're really just going to do a couple finishing poses here. Left hip down, strut the right leg over, nice seated twist. Left arm around the knee or past the knee, turn over your right shoulder. And switch sides. Right leg on the bottom, left leg over the top. Use your right elbow, turning over your left shoulder. And coming out of the legs being crossed, let's just come to Dandasana, staff pose, and prepare for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. So with Dandasana, the legs are toned and engaged. The upper body is really upright. The arms might even press down a little, shoulders back and down. And then inhale, reach the arms out and up. As you fold, allow the upper body just to give in here, but keep your legs toned. If your hands reach your feet, you can pull the ball of the pinky toe side, or the pinky toe side of the ball of the foot back towards you. If not, you can just have your hands on the floor. They certainly don't have to reach the feet. We're just looking to get a nice deep stretch here since we've spent so much time warming up our body. This is the time to do it. One more breath. Coming up nice and easy. And go ahead and cross your legs. Coming back to a seated position. I encourage you to take a few minutes in Shavasana after this practice is complete to really restore yourself. Give yourself just a couple minutes at least in complete effort-free stillness. But let's close here. So go ahead and bring your palms together, close your eyes, tune back into your breath. And we'll end with a simple bow forward. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing a practice. Namaste. All right, thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.